how are you all doing today? Yes, your girl is back at the shower. Happy Sunday to you, and we're back on the show straight up with Shewa. My sincere condolences goes to the royal family on the loss of our Duke, Prince Philip. I pray that his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. And with this loss, it got me thinking, and I decided to talk on this topic today. Most of us, have we actually sat back to actually thought about our old days? What I mean by our old days is when you stopped working, when you're retired, when the kids, the children are all gone to their own homes, when they all have their family. Have we thought about it? What becomes of us? How do we live our lives? How do we relate with people? Do we have a friend beside us? Do we have our marriage? Do we have our relationship? Do we have our spouses? This, I think, is something very important we have to talk about. A lot of us says we are hanging in there. Everybody's going through that. Yes, we know, and that's the honest truth. The way homes are breaking, the way people are giving up on relationship is overwhelming. It's scary, and our reactions to what happens in our homes, it's getting very tough. It's getting very tough. It's getting so serious, because I speak with a lot of people. I get feedback and all that. So what I'm thinking is this. For every individual, for every single one, this is not Adeshewa speaking. This is you speaking to yourself. Because we have to be honest with ourselves. For the Duke and the Queen to be able to live for 73 years, you can imagine what they will have gone through. Especially for a man to leave everything and stay at the back of a woman, like behind the woman, and let the woman shine. It's very difficult. Men are not brought up that way. They are not built that way. Their ego will not. But for him to be able to do that, I think is something to be credited. And I know there was a time in their lives where I think he had enough, but somehow they were able to work it out. I want that spirit, and a lot of us, that relationship is working. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Marriage and relationship, love is something beautiful. That's the truth of the matter. It's something very beautiful, and it's something everybody should have. The truth of the matter is, with love, if you have it right, it brings you this kind of happiness, and that happiness radiates to every other aspect of your life. Do you know that? Seriously. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's leave where we are in that relationship now. Let's go back to where we started. Let's go back. Can you remember how sweet it was? Can you remember how beautiful? Can you remember how in love you are with that person? Yes, that's where I want us to go today. With that, we can now come to where we are today and say, okay, what is the cause of all these issues? The truth of the matter is this: for anybody to work on oneself, you have to determine, you have to be like, okay, I want to work on this thing. I have to work on myself first before I can even get to, discuss this matter with my spouse. We need to work on ourselves, and that's the truth of the matter. You need to be honest, honest with yourself. Am I doing the right thing? My attitude in this relationship, is it meant to be that way? The truth of the matter, and what I have come to realize, is this: divorce or separation, most of the time, is not actually the issue. It's not actually what happened, but our reaction to what happened. How we reacted to it. The most horrible one is anger. Anger can destroy a lot of things. And we all know that. Anger, oh my God. I've seen intense anger that I'm like, oh my God. I'm telling you, most of us, the way we get angry, we need to work on it. And most of us know, we know it, we know it deep down. This is not your spouse talking to you. So be truthful to yourself. You have to work on it. Anger has destroyed so many homes. So many homes. When things have happened and you're meant to just like, okay, calm down. Just be like, no, that person can't do this to me. Oh, you are so unfair to me. No, I can't take this. In marriages, sometimes we have to take this, or find an alternative way to walk around it. For men, what I've realized is when men are angry, they really don't like talking about it, like right there and then. They like to cool down before talking. And for most of us women, when we're angry, we want to like, oh my God, go for it. That's how we're built. I think I am like that. When I'm angry, I want to talk about it right here and then. But I've realized that it doesn't work with most men. You have to let them cool down before you discuss it, and I think that's the best way. So I think in the where I'm going to is, I think it's time for us to sit back. That what is going to happen to this relationship when I'm, retired from work, when I am home alone, when my kids are all married and gone to their own homes. Are you gonna be lonely? Are you destroying something you've built, something beautiful that you built with anger, with ego? Have you? Please, let's calm down. Let's go back to the days when things were so sweet, when things were so beautiful. In fact, if we have to take a day off and take our man, our woman out, to somewhere, go somewhere where you can talk things over. And please, when you're talking, this is my opinion, don't go in the place of finding faults or blaming the other person. You only come back from that place worse than it was. That's the truth. Go there to listen to each other. Go there to know what you are doing wrong to that other person. Give that person listening ears for once, so that you can know where to start rebuilding that beautiful home that you've got. Lot of us, we don't realize until we lose it. We don't get it until we lose it. And most of the time when you lose it, it's too late. You can't get it back. One thing that happened to us human beings is that, they always say familiarity brings contempt. When we're so used to that person, we don't appreciate them anymore. Somehow, we lose it and we don't even know. We take them for granted. Until when we lose them, then we now start thinking of how you started, or how you were in love with that person, how you want to be with that person. But it might be too late. And even sometimes pride and anger will not let you accept that, oh, I want to be with that person. Oh, how can I resolve it? How can it get better? Anger, pride, ego, finding fault in your other person. That person isn't perfect. No one is perfect. Please, I want us to think about it. It's very important. I really wish at that old age of ours, we should have somebody beside us. Somebody we can have as a friend, a companion. Somebody we can be in love with and have a happy ending. When you're done, you have all the money you saved enough to have a beautiful life at your, old age, and there's no good person to spend it with. You think you'll find someone new? Oh my God, they're all there for your money or something, or what they can get from you. Sometimes, as long as this relationship you're in is not dangerous to you, please, let's find a way to resolve issues. Let's find a way to go back to where we began. Think about how much you love that person. Love is a beautiful thing. We all know it's a beautiful thing. Please, let's leave our pride. Let's leave our ego. Let's leave this anger. Let's have listening here to each other. For once, let's rebuild what we had. Please stop hanging in there. When you keep hanging in there, so you wait till what happens after hanging in there. You want to start getting divorced at old age when you should be enjoying your marriage? Most of us only realize when the kids are gone how much you cannot even tolerate that person anymore. Because we are not working on it, or one person is working on it, the other person is not working on it. And definitely and unfortunately, for a relationship can only work when the two agrees. No one person can do it. It will not work. It will not work. The two parties have to be involved in it. And I think this is the best time to stop living a day at a time and just letting it go and things compiling. Find a break, please. Just one day. Have a day together. Talk about these things. Don't find blames. Don't find faults. Have listening here. Listen to what the other person wants. And, say your own bit as well, what you want. And find a way where you can, meet in the middle. Please. If you think single or separated people are living beautiful, yes, some of them are. But don't listen to what they say to you. Watch their lives. And you know how much they think they can get back into what they had. But for one reason or the other, they've lost it, they can't get it back. And I'm being honest with you. So if you've still got it, try and work on it. Please. Try and work on it. Because you think, oh, what? I don't mind. Let her go. Let him go. When they go, then you realize you really didn't want that. So please, think about it carefully. Think about it carefully. Be honest. 100% honest with yourself. I love everyone. I hope I've been straight up with you today. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. And I'll see you next week. I love you. Bye. Bye.
You don't try, no greed, not intentional, not intentional. Feel the pressure now when you come to my face. Come to my face. See as I spray the dollar now, that's intentional, international, unconventional grace. Conventional grace. It goes down when my G's connect. No disconnect. I they catch cruise, forget. If you talk, you collect. It goes down when my G's connect. No disconnect. I they catch cruise, forget. If you talk, you collect.